on, fellow junkies? Horror Junkies 509. Kyle the 13th coming at you again today, you guys. And, alright, you guys, I'm just going to be a little bit honest with you. I am flustered. My mind is in 10 million different pieces right now. I'm all over the place. I don't know how to feel. I haven't been this so confused since puberty. I will be honest with you there. Alright, just to get into this, you guys, I just got out of the theater and I just watched Halloween 2018. And, you know, I'm going to do this review. I'm going to do this spoiler-free. But I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know where I'm at. I don't know how I feel about this movie yet. It's definitely going to be a rewatcher. But, you know, when I was thinking and getting ready for this review, I really figured this was going to be like a cut and dry review. Like, I love it. I thought it was going to be that. But sadly, it's not. For you guys that have not seen this movie yet, I'm going to do my best and keep everything, you know, just for what we know already and not reveal too much. But I got some stuff to say, and here we go, you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and review Halloween 2018. Let me go ahead and get through all the stuff that we already know. Came out 2018, came out October 19th. Directed by David Gordon Green, who has not directed horror before, and boy does it show. Yes, he had John Carpenter a part of it, and you can kind of tell that John Carpenter had his hands in a few things in this movie, but definitely was not overall a John Carpenter movie. Star, we already know Jamie Lee Curtis, who needs no introduction. If you don't know her, you know her from Halloween, the original, Halloween 2, which doesn't exist, Prom Night, Terror Train, all the rest of the Halloweens, Halloween H2O, Halloween Resurrection, that don't exist either, The Fog. Like I said, needs no introduction. Kind of go ahead and keep going down, you guys. We had two people playing the Shape, a.k.a. Michael Myers. We had Nick Castle reprised. He was Michael Myers in the very first Halloween. So very cool to see him kind of reprise the role. And then another guy that played it is James Jude Courtney. He pretty much probably played a bunch more of the character that you see. But still kind of cool to see this movie come together like that. Alright guys, so to go ahead and get into this movie, the plot, they kind of said it all in the trailer, but I mean, it's kind of okay. Basically, these two, I'm going to say reporters, not reporters, I guess, you know, they're like, they say they're for a podcast, but they're kind of like, they're trying to get to the bottom of what was going on, so they go and visit Michael Myers. They show him his mask. He has no reaction, stuff like that. Then they try and go talk to Jamie Lee. They go try to talk to Laurie Strode. And so they don't really get too far with her either. Basically, after all that, you know, they're trying to transfer Michael Myers on or near Halloween, which I don't know why you would ever do that, but later on in the movie you kind of figure out maybe why. There's a lot of little weird things like that in this movie, but like I said, as we know from the trailer, he does escape. He gets out there, and then he goes on to his killing spree. As far as the plot, you guys, I really don't want to go too far into that, other than saying, you know, Jamie Lee Curtis is Laurie Strode. She's all set. She's like just Jamie Lee badass now. Laurie Strode badass. She's all prepped and ready to go. She's ready to fight. She's, you know, stronger than she was before. You know, she's all ready to shoot him. Got weapons all over the place. Got a house that's just structured for war. And, you know, she's just waiting for him. She's waited for a long time for him to get out so she could kill him. You know, she's got her daughter, and then her daughter has a daughter, and, you know, the relationship isn't too great between Laurie and her daughter, so she's not inviting her to stuff, but the granddaughter's really trying to keep Laurie in the loop with everything as she's getting older. But Laurie and the granddaughter keep in touch pretty well. You know, just kind of getting into it, it just, it does take place after he escapes. It is Halloween, so I don't know if there's a time gap there or not. It doesn't feel like there is at all. So, you know, as far as the plot, you guys, I don't really want to go too far into it because I am trying to do my best of staying out of spoiler territory. So pretty much beyond all that, it's just Michael Myers going out on Halloween like he does, and he killing. I mean, if de facto, that is basically the generic-ass plot I can give you. So to go ahead and get into my likes and dislikes, which some of this stuff is a little bit wonky, but, you know, trying to keep writing things down in a dark theater. It was kind of hard, but you know, I did my best. First things first, when the two reporters go to the insane asylum, you get introduced to this doctor. I can't remember his name. I kind of wish I did, but I don't. It was kind of a weird name. You find out that he was a student of Loomis. I don't know how far or how long they were, you know, teaching together. We've never heard of him before. It was kind of a funky name. He was definitely a foreigner. But I thought that was kind of cool that, you know, it was kind of the person taking care of Michael was of some sort of descendant of Loomis. So, you know, I'm glad Loomis wasn't forgotten in this movie, which would have been just a tragedy if he was. Obviously, Donald Pleasence can't be in this movie. I'm glad they didn't CGI something or anything like that. Knowing this day and age, I'm really glad they didn't do that. So that's something I'm really happy about. Pumpkin in the intro. I was really happy about that because, like in the original 1 and 2, they have the pumpkin with the title, and then going through all the credits, they have the pumpkin, and then part 2, you know, it opens up to the skull. This is a smashed pumpkin, and it inflates into the original Halloween pumpkin, which I thought was really, really cool. I was really happy to see that return, and then, you know, the credits were in the orange, kind of representing Halloween. And then another thing I liked is a lot of flashbacks to the OG and lots of homages to other movies that have been deleted, which it's kind of cool but kind of lazy at the same time. I mean, like, you know, they had a flashback of Laurie with, you know, her fighting Michael in the house and stuff like that. But they also did, like, there was a van at one point that said Resurrection Church, and I was like, Halloween Resurrection. I thought that was kind of weird. They also stole quite a few shots from the original, like, you know, there's like sheets out in the yard getting dried. I was like, nobody does that anymore. It's 2018. So I thought that was kind of funky. Like, they were really trying to push the original and some stuff from the other movies into this film. Just kind of placing stuff in weird spots. Like, I mean, we've seen it in the trailer. There's a kill in a bathroom, and it's very reminiscent of H2O. If you guys remember the bathroom kill. Yeah, I know it's been deleted, but I mean, you know, you can tell these guys definitely have watched their past Halloweens, even though those don't have any part to this movie. But kind of continue on. I'm gonna go over to my dislikes. You know, a lot more dislikes than I was really expecting. I will be honest with you there. One thing, you guys might take this as a spoiler or not. I'm not really sure. So I'm going to say it, and you guys can let me know. There was a recording of Donald Pleasence's voice. It was really bad. So it was Loomis's voice. You know, it obviously wasn't actually Donald Pleasence's voice. It was someone trying to recreate it. It was just terrible, and it really kind of took me out of the whole movie at that point. It took me a little bit to get sucked back in. One thing about this movie is it absolutely shows you absolutely nothing. And it drives me absolutely crazy because the bus crashed. You have no idea how it crashed. You don't see the nitty-gritty details of that. You don't see how Michael Myers made this bus crash. There's so many kills in this movie. The body count is 16, which is rivaling a Friday the 13th movie, and you don't see hardly anything. Like, I know that Halloween isn't known for gore, but I mean, there was so many off-screen kills that it just blew my mind. And then, like, you saw a lot of aftermath kills. Like, you know, you saw what Michael Myers did, but you didn't see how. And, like, you know, I am a gore hound, and I love seeing kills, and I didn't see any of that. And that really just brought down, like, that, fulfilling that need. And yeah, I know it didn't have it in the original, but the original had the atmosphere, the terrifying suspense that this movie didn't have. So this movie, if it wasn't going to have that, needed these kills. And I think that's one of the things that really hurts this movie and really puts it lower on my scale. Another thing is, it's all over the place. Like, every time you're looking back, you're at somewhere else. Like, you're at the insane asylum, you're at the school with the granddaughter, you're at Laurie's house, you're at the truck stop, you're at all this place, you're with the cop. I mean, I just felt like it didn't flow very well. Like, it wasn't, like, put together very well, maybe. It was very piecey. And it was just, I really just kind of made it hard to follow, even though it's a really simple plot. But I mean, it just kind of felt like, where am I going next? Like, you know, with a story, you might be able to kind of gradually understand where you're going, but not with this one. You're just going to be kind of all over the place. But, like, that's pretty much all I really have written down as far as dislikes. But you guys, I'm so just muddled in my head. I don't know whether I love this movie or I hate it, or I'm just trying to tell myself I like it. I really don't know. This is going to be a rewatch for me for sure. I just really kind of wanted to get my thoughts that I have on this, and I'm going to upload this. I know it's kind of a mess of a review, but I want to put it out there, and maybe you guys, as you see it, you know, let me know what you guys think, because my head is a mess right now. I mean, like, I want to tell myself I liked it, but just something doesn't feel right about it. I mean, like, it had some cool little throwbacks as well. Like, I wanted to mention this. It did have the Halloween 3 masks in there. Like, I know we know that from the trailer, but it's so cool that they threw that in there. But I felt like, you know, once Michael Myers got his knife, I figured everything was going to fall into place and how it should have been, but it was still just kind of all over the place. I really feel like the granddaughter's whole part didn't play well. Like, none of it I cared about. If this movie was more about Laurie than it was about the granddaughter, I've been way happier, because Laurie is what made this movie for me. Hands down. Laurie Strode's part in this was absolutely amazing. She played it to a T. Best part of the movie. Like, I think Michael Myers was great. He looked great. He did great things. Well, for a killer, but yeah, I just feel like they just wanted to put so much into this small movie that it's just so overdone, and it's been so muddied and battered now. Like, I really thought this was going to be a passion project for these guys, especially Danny McBride, saying he's such a big horror fan, but I really feel like they didn't bring anything new to this whole thing. They deleted a shit ton, but brought nothing special to it. I don't feel like I was like, oh my god, whoa, like, I didn't know Michael Myers was part Portuguese or something. I don't know, just, they brought nothing new to it. Like, it was just another time when Michael escaped, got out, did some stuff. There is a twist in this movie. I will say that. I'm not going to tell you anything about it, but there is a twist that, now that I think about it, I should have saw coming, but I didn't. But I think I was too enthralled into the movie, because I was overly excited about this movie, you guys. I didn't have crazy high hopes for it. I was just excited to see a new Halloween movie. So, that's kind of where I'm at, you guys. I even have on my notes, the what the fuck moment. And that's the twist. The ending was okay, but for something I'm sure they're opening up for a sequel, I guess I don't get it at this point. But I don't know if everyone, I don't know if we're supposed to get it. So as far as wrapping this up with a star rating, you guys, I'm not going to give a star rating yet. I'm going to watch this movie again, and hopefully my mind will clear or something, or maybe you guys can drop something in the comments and clear my mind up. But right now, I can't say, I don't think I hate it. I don't think I hate it, but I don't think I love it either. Like, I feel like they really had good points, and like, I thought that's when this movie was going to start pop open and just be amazing. But it would kind of like, you know, start having its gradual growing moment, and it was going to be glorious, and then it kind of shrunk back down. And then it was going to open back up and have a great, glorious moment, and then it closed up again. So I just feel like it was very roller coaster ride of, like, you know, it was about to be good, and then it lost it. So, I recommend you guys all go see it. I really do. I really want to hear your guys' thoughts on it. Help me clear my head, you guys. I'm probably not going to sleep for shit tonight. It's going to be running through my head the whole time. And, yeah, you guys, that's going to do it for me. Horror Junkies 509, Kyle 13th, signing out. Just until next time, you guys. And you already know it. I've been sentenced to life. I'm a horror lifer. I really wish I felt better about this. I feel like I'm calling into work tomorrow. I probably won't. You guys have a killer day.